So if you haven't got a mat, that's absolutely fine. You can use the carpet, the floor, you can use a towel, whatever feels best for you. So we're going to start sitting down. Bring yourself on to your mat. So you're going to start in a cross-legged position. Maybe give yourself a little wiggle around, move your bum, give yourself a little shift on the mat. When I come down onto my mat, I tend to have little bits of excess nervous energy, particularly first thing in the morning. So give yourself a little shake out, and then when you're ready, when you feel like you've gotten all of those little bits of energy out, move that bum around on the mat, then just bring yourself into a nice still place. Plant your sit bones, take your palms and bring them to your knees facing upwards towards the sky. Drop your shoulders, lengthen your neck and your spine, and keep that heart center nice and open. Close your eyes, and let's take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Expand your abdomen and send all of that air down towards the bottom of your lungs, filling them like a glass all the way to the top. And as you exhale, reverse the breath, draw the navel in towards the spine. And again, inhale. And exhale. Let's start to tune out all our outside distractions, thoughts, and worries. Tune into your breath and your body. And just say a little thank you to yourself in your head for being able to get up on a Sunday morning and get on your mat. Move your body ready for the day. So we're going to try and teach our bodies to breathe that little bit deeper, always using the full capacity of our lungs. So when you inhale and expand that abdomen, I want you to pause for a second at the top of your breath. Before you reverse the breath, exhale, navel to spine. Pull that navel in so it almost hits the back of your spine. And again, inhale. And as you breathe, I want you to reach for an imaginary broom and start to sweep your mind clear of any clutter, any wandering thoughts, any little bits of anxiety. Maybe you're feeling excited that things are starting to reopen, things are starting to go back to normal. Maybe you're feeling a little bit anxious, a little bit worried, and that's completely normal. Let's try and push everything out of our mind and give ourselves a nice clear space to breathe into, to make ourselves feel a little bit calm, a little bit at ease. Breathe into that space, inhale. And exhale. We're going to start to check in with our key tension points. So points that we as humans tend to subtly hold on to stress and anxiety and tension. So the first is our shoulders. We'll start to draw the shoulders down your spine, allowing your neck to grow long. And as we drop the shoulders, feel those shoulder blades glide down as though they're dragging towards the floor, releasing any tightness or tension. Sometimes we might hunch our shoulders up to our ears as a way of maybe being tense if we're anxious, if we're aggravated, if we're frustrated, if we're scared. Let's start to soften our features, letting go of any frowning, furrowing the brow, or tension. Allow your features to become soft and gentle and neutral. Letting go of any pockets of stress or tension. Start to soften your jaw. Unclench the back teeth and drop the tongue from the roof of the mouth. And maybe we have our mouth open even just a tiny bit. And maybe you even want to stick your tongue out a little bit like a little puppy. Just allow that area to come completely soft. So when we hold these pockets of stress, all these areas can contribute to headaches, to lower back, shoulder and neck pain. So it's really important that we look throughout our day, not just throughout the class, and make sure that our shoulders are down. We're not frowning without any reason. We're not clenching our jaw. Just checking in and making sure those little pockets of stress are unlocked and noticing what a difference it will make to how we feel as we go about our day-to-day life. Now we've unlocked those little tension points, let's breathe and sit nice and tall. Lengthen the spine, open your heart center. And as you do, ground through the sit bones, draw the shoulders downwards. So we're grounded, but we're lifted and light. Allow that breath to wash through you, cleansing every corner of your body. Drawing into the fingertips, drawing into the toes. And as you exhale, feel it release from your body. As though you're letting go. Let's start to gently mobilize. Draw your chin towards your shoulder. Doesn't matter which one. And gently roll the head. From shoulder to shoulder, little half circles, gentle mobilization of the neck. If you want to, you can progress that into a full head roll. Remember, if you're going to do that, go both ways. Maybe you have some little morning clicks. I always find those quite satisfying. Gently back to center. Roll the shoulders up to the ears and down the spine, getting into that shoulder girdle now. And if you want to as well, you can take your hands onto your shoulders and circle your elbows so they look like little wings. You're drawing the shoulder blades together behind you and open your heart center as you do. Keep in time with your breath. So inhale, we lift. Exhale, we draw down. Really nice. Take a deep breath and reach those arms in line with your shoulders. Point the fingers to either side of the room. Keep the spine straight, slight engagement of the core. Lovely. Pull that pelvic floor in. And really, really reach with those fingers like you're trying to touch either side of the room. And this is where we realize how heavy our arms actually are. Take a nice deep breath, start to hinge to the right. As you do, make sure you keep those bum cheeks flat on the mat, keep those hips nice and neutral. So you want to keep those arms in line with your shoulders. So try not to make them off center, just reaching those right fingers to the right side of the room. Imagine you're actually trying to touch the other side of the room. Deep breath, inhale. Gently bring yourself back to center, start to hinge across to the left, reach with those left fingers. Try and keep those arms in line with your shoulders. Keep those bum cheeks planted on the mat. If you feel your right bum cheek lifting off the mat, gently pull yourself slightly out of the stretch. Take a deep breath. Bring yourself back to center. Draw the arms behind you. Interlace the fingers. Pull the shoulders together at the back and open that heart center. Deep breath. And exhale. Lovely. Unlace the fingers, drop that right arm behind you and take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Sit nice and tall, inhale, drop the shoulders down. Push that knee away as you twist. So we're twisting through the spine, using that back arm as a support post but not a leaning post. So we're still sitting tall. We don't want to slump back onto that arm. And as you push that knee away, I want you to feel the compression of your organs as we twist. Deep breath, look all the way behind you. If you're pregnant, avoid any twist through the waist and spine because it restricts the airflow to the fetus. Give me one more breath. Gently bring yourself back to center. When we release the twist, we allow fresh blood to run through our organs. Left hand comes behind you like a secondary spine. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Sit tall. Keep those bum cheeks planted. Push that knee away. Gaze behind you as you twist. Feeling that nice little release in the spine. Spinal twists are one of my favorite ways to stretch my body in the morning, especially when you've just got out of bed. Deep breath. And as you exhale, gently bring yourself back to center. Really nice. Let's just do one little shoulder opening sequence. So you're going to draw your fingers together at the front. Pull those shoulders apart. Drop the chin to the chest. Create a C shape with your spine. Imagine you're hugging a giant beach ball, making a circle shape with the arms. Deep breath in here. Exhale, start to push up towards the sky. Push the air away. Drop the shoulders down. Inhale, open the arms wide. Fingers to either side of the room. Keep the heart open. Exhale, pulling the arms behind you. Shoulder blades together like little chicken wings and open up that heart center. Lovely. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, giant beach ball, chin to chest, curve the spine, pull the shoulders apart. Exhale, pushing up towards the sky like you're pushing the sky away, dropping the shoulders neck long. Inhale, reach on either side of the room, fingers long. Exhale, draw the arms behind you. Lovely. Unlink the fingers, bring the hands in front, untuck your legs, bring yourself into an all fours position on your mat. If you do have bad wrists and you want to stay seated for your cat-cow, by all means do. Push down through the knees, the tops of your feet and your palms. Keep your spine nice and straight to begin with, so you're engaging the core. Deep breath, push into those points. Feel energy coming up the palms, the feet, the knees. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, start to drop the navel to the floor, gaze up to the sky. Open the heart center in your cow pose. Exhale, pushing the ground away, crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale. And exhale, dropping the crown of the head towards the floor. If you're happy here, mobilizing in your cat-cow, mobilizing your spine, then please feel free to continue. And anyone that wants to freestyle this movement, really get your wiggle on, then please do. Use your breath here to really push you into all the corners of your body that you feel need waking up, reaching those fingers out nice and long. Maybe you want to get into your hips. Maybe you want to get into your shoulders, your spine, your neck. Maybe it's your wrists you want to stretch out, turn those arms around, really good one if you're practicing arm balances. Maybe you want to come all the way forward into a cobra and push back into a child's pose. Whatever you want to do, really use this breath and indulge in this movement. Take this time to really push your body into all those little corners that need waking up. And this is a really nice thing to do first thing in the morning. If you don't have time for a full practice, to just wake up and do this kind of little move and stretch where you're really wiggling your body. You're getting movement into all of those corners of your body. Get the synovial fluids flowing. Really nice. Let's take one more deep breath here. Lovely. And when you're ready, bring yourself back into that all fours position. Take your right leg out behind you, pointing the toe. Lovely. And then you're going to lift that right leg. So I'm going to give you options here. You can either keep that leg out behind you with the spine straight, or if you want to, you can add your left arm as well. Reach that left arm out in front. And you can either hold here, or if you want to get a little bit more movement there, you're going to draw the knee in to the elbow and reach. And what I want you to do is keep that spine straight and core engaged as you do this. So need to elbow and reach. And we're going to go for 5. And reach. And 4. So only move the knee and the elbow. Keep the spine straight. So like, imagine you're like a doll, you know, when you can only hinge at the limbs. 3. And reach. 2. And reach. Lovely. And 1. And reach and hold. And if you want to, you can stay here. If you want to go a little further, you can reach behind, take that left hand to your right foot and kick that foot into your hand, taking an opposite leg stretch. And breathe here, gaze straight ahead wherever you are. Hold for 5, 4, lovely. 3, 2, and 1. Let go of the foot, but keep your foot lifted. Bend your right knee and flex your right foot. Lovely, well done. Push down through both palms. Take an inhale, tuck that left toe under, and you're going to push yourself up into a three-legged dog. Straighten that right leg. Lovely, so you can either stay here, or you can bend that right knee, gaze underneath your right armpit, like you're opening up the hips. You can stay here, or if you have it in your practice, walk that right foot the whole way over and take yourself into your Wild Thing pose. Remember, these are all options. You don't have to do any of them. So wherever you are, let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wild Things, walk yourself back over three-legged dog. Everybody here, we're going to draw that right knee in towards the chest, plant the right foot, and drop your back knee, your left knee and left foot. Bring yourself into your low lunge. Make sure that right knee is above your right ankle. Bring the arms up in line with your ears. Low lunge or runner's lunge. So we're stretching our hip flexors and strengthening our quads and hamstrings here. So you can stay here with your arms in line with your ears, or you can take a little split with me, which means we're going to take our left arm forward and our right arm back, opening that chest out to the right. So it's like a little twist. And if you want to go even further, you can bring that right hand onto the left calf and reach that left arm up and over, taking a back bend. So wherever you are, remember they're all options. Let's hold 5, 4, 3, 2, gorgeous, and 1. Windmill both hands around on either side of that front foot. Bend the back knee and straight the front leg, flexing that right foot. Inhale, we lengthen, and exhale, start to peel yourself forward, keeping those hips squared to the front. Really, really try and keep your spine straight here as well. Even if it means you don't go as deep into the stretch, this is a really indulgent hamstring stretch. And what you want to be careful of is it's very, very easy to start to just slump onto the right, which makes us feel like we're going deeper into the stretch. But really, we're just opening up our hip on the left. You want to keep those hips squared to the front, even if it means we don't go as deep into the stretch. Start to walk those hands a little bit further forward with every breath. Deep inhale. And exhale. If you've got tight hamstrings, this can be a little bit uncomfortable, but in quite a satisfying way. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, drop that right foot forward, planting the right foot. Bring your palms on either side of that right foot. Tuck the left toe under. You're going to lift that foot and then give yourself a little lift. Bring yourself into a standing split. Bring that left leg up behind you. So your standing split may just look like an L shape. Just trust your body. Deep breath here, inhale. And we're going to bend both knees. Drop that left knee towards your right ankle. And then straighten. So we're getting into our hamstrings a little more. And let's do that 3 times. Knee to ankle. And straighten. And 2. And straighten. And 1. And straighten. And from here, drop that left foot back. Plant the right foot, bring the arms up in line with the ears, bring yourself into a high lunge. So right knee above right ankle. Lovely. I'm just going to move the camera slightly because it appears that I'm just cutting my head off everywhere. Really nice. So take a deep breath here. Turn the left foot out, bring the arms in line with your shoulders, tuck that tailbone under, bring yourself into your warrior 2. Gaze down those front fingertips, arms in line with the shoulders. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, start to hinge forward with the right hand, turn the right palm up, and send the left arm down the back of the left leg. Reverse warrior. Deep breath, inhale. Lovely. If you want to, you can take that left arm all the way around to touch your right side, taking a little half bind. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. And gently straighten both legs. Turn both feet to face straight ahead. Reach your arms behind and interlace the fingers behind your back. As you do that, start to hinge at the hips, bringing yourself into a wide leg forward fold, which is really nice for lengthening the spine. And we're going to bring those arms almost above our heads. So we're stretching out our shoulders. If at any point this feels like too much, you can release your hands to the mat. Deep breath, inhale. Really good for lower back pain. Lower back pain is wide leg forward folds. Take a nice deep breath here. Gently unlink the fingers and bring your hands down onto the mat, drawing the crown of the head towards the floor. Really feel that nice pull on the back of your hamstrings. Take a deep breath here. Straighten your spine, gaze straight ahead and reach both arms in front. Take a nice deep breath and plant your right hand in the center of your legs, opening your chest out to the left. You're going to reach that left arm up and take your star pose. So you want shoulders and arms stacked on top of each other in a nice straight line. So from wrist to wrist, shoulder to shoulder, nice and straight, and arms right through the center of your legs. So if you've got a mirror or you've got your camera on, you should be able to see what you look like. My elbow is very, very strange and bendy, so my arms never look like they're in a straight line. Take a nice deep breath. Try and gaze up at that extended arm, and let's hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that hand to the mat. You're going to walk both hands back around to the right foot. Place palms on either side of that right foot. Take a deep breath. Step back with your right leg and bring yourself into a high plank. So from here, you can either push straight back up into your downward dog or tuck those elbows in, come down through your chaturanga. Push forward, upward facing, and push back. Downward facing dog. So downward dog, we're all meeting here. Spread those fingers wide. And I'm going to say, because it's our first downward dog of the day, let's soften our knees. Keep the spine nice and straight. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and externally rotate them. Spread those fingers wide, pushing into your little fingers, the outside of your palms. Draw the heels towards the mat, but don't force them. Navel to spine. Take a deep breath. And we're going to start to raise up on the balls of our feet, lift our heels. And exhale, lower, just starting to get into our hamstrings and our calves, and lift. And lower, keep that down dog position that whole time, and lift. And lower. And lifting, well done. And lowering, take a nice deep breath, wave the body forward, bring yourself into a high plank. Body in a nice straight line, wrists under shoulders, core engaged. Start to drop the knees towards the mat, and as you do, send the bum back towards the heels and push up into a downward dog. We're going to do that little circle 5 times. So inhale, come forward, high plank. Knees, bum, down, dog, and plank. Knees, bum, down, dog, and plank. Knees, bum, down, dog, and plank. Knees, bum, down, dog. Last one for luck. Knees, bum, down, dog. Really nice. Take a deep breath. Drop the knees to the mat and bring yourself into an all fours position. I'm going to switch sides again. So back in our all fours position, stack those joints. Take your left leg out behind you, point the toe, and then lift the leg. So options. Option 1, you can stay here. Option 2, reach the right arm out as well, bringing yourself in kind of a straight line, reaching from fingertip to toe. Option 3, add some movement. So inhale, we draw the knee to the elbow. Remember, we're keeping that spine straight, core engaged, and reach. And drawing in, and reach. Remember, only move that arm and leg. Try and keep the rest of the body sturdy. Let's go for 5, lovely, and reach. And 4, really nice, and reach. And 3, and reach. And 2, reaching. And 1, and reach and hold. And if you want to, you can take that right hand, take hold of the left foot and kick that foot into your hand. Opposite leg stretch, getting a nice deep back bend, gaze straight ahead. Find a place to rest your gaze wherever you are in this stretch. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, really nice, And 1, let go of your foot, but keep that foot lifted, bend the knee, flex the foot, push down through both palms, equal distribution of weight, tuck that right toe under and push up into a 3-legged dog, straighten that left leg. So either staying here, or you can bend that left knee, gaze underneath your left armpit. And if you want to, you can walk that left foot the whole way over. Take your wild thing, lift those hips towards the sky, reach back with that left arm. And wherever you are, let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wild things, bring yourself all the way back around. 3-legged dog. Everybody now, from your 3-legged dog, draw that left knee in towards the chest. Plant the left foot, drop that right back knee, untuck the right foot, bring yourself into a low lunge. Make sure that left ankle's underneath the knee. Reach those arms up, so lower lunge or runner's lunge. Really good for splits practice, really good for runners. Stretching the hip flexors, strengthening the quads and hamstrings. So either staying here, or you can split the arms. The right arm goes forward, the left arm goes back. And if you want to go further still, that left hand back onto the right calf. Right arm up and over. And breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Windmill those arms back around on either side of that front foot. Bend the back knee, straight the left leg, flex the left foot. Keep that spine nice and flat as you hinge at the hips. Drawing that torso towards the thigh. Keep those hips nice and aligned. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale, peeling yourself forward, deep breath. Remember, try not to just drop onto the left side, however tempting it might be. Keep those hips aligned, even if it means you don't go deep into the stretch. Listen to your body. Hamstrings are very, very delicate parts of the body. Starts to hurt or it doesn't feel right. Lift yourself out, because trust me, a hamstring injury takes a hell of a long time to heal. You don't want one. So just drawing yourself nice and deep into that stretch. Take an inhale. As you exhale, plant that left foot. Tuck the right toe under, bring the palms on either side of that left foot. You're going to lift that knee, and then you're going to lift the whole leg and bring yourself up into a standing split, drawing the torso towards the thigh. Lift that leg up behind you. So remember, one side will probably be a little bit more open than the other, a little bit more flexible. Take a deep breath, bend both knees, drop the right knee towards the left ankle, and straighten. And let's go for 3, and straighten, and 2, and straighten, and 1, and straighten. Step back with that right foot, bending the left knee, reach those arms up in line with your ears. High lunge, gorgeous, well done. So this is really good for balance and also healthy knees. Nice high lunge, take a deep breath, turn the right foot out, bring the arms in line with the ears, warrior 2. Opening that heart center, tuck the tailbone under. Gaze down those front fingertips, sink into that front knee bend. Start to hinge forward, gaze down your left fingers, turn that left palm up. Send the right hand down the back of the right leg, the left arm comes up and over, reverse warrior. And if you want to, you can take that right hand, bring it around to touch that left thigh. Taking a little bind, still sinking into that front knee bend. Deep breath. Gorgeous. Take a deep breath here. Sinking into that deep breath, deep bend. Gently straighten both legs, turn both feet to face the front. Reach your arms behind and interlace the fingers behind your back. Wide leg forward, forward. Let's start to hinge at the hips, drop yourself forward. Bringing that crown of the head towards the floor, the arms come up and over, getting into your shoulders. Remember, if that's a little bit uncomfortable for you, you can drop your hands to the mat. So with our wide leg forward, forward, we're just lengthening that spine. Take a nice deep breath. Unlink the fingers, drop the hands to the mat, draw the crown of the head forward. And this is good prep for tripod headstand as well. Really lovely, everybody. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your arms, flatten your back, gaze straight ahead. Take your left hand into the center of your legs and reach that right arm up. Bring yourself into your star pose. So if any of you are Harry Potter fans, you kind of want to look like the Deathly Hallows here. So look, if you've got a mirror or you've got a camera, you'll be able to see that arm wants to go through the center of your legs like a third leg, like a tripod, and reach up with the right arm, gazing at those extended fingers. Deep breath, inhale. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hand, walk the hands around to meet your left foot. Bring them on either side of that front foot. Step back into a plank position, wrists under shoulders, body in a nice straight line. Either push all the way back into your downward dog or join me here, tuck the elbows in, come down. Push forward, upward facing dog, and push back. Downward facing, take a deep breath, slight bend in the knees. Step, float or jump through into a seated position on your mat. Draw your feet together like palms. Bring yourself into your bound angle pose, your Baddha Konasana. So sit tall and drop those knees open on either side of the mat. So this is one of my absolute favorite hip openers. It's very gentle, but it's very effective. If you are pregnant as well, it's a really nice one. Gives you that feeling of being wide open. It also increases blood flow to your pelvic floor. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, push those knees on either side of the mat. And if you want to, you can take a little forward fold here as well. So we bring our feet out in front. You're going to make a diamond shape with your legs. And as you do hinge at the hips, keep the spine nice and straight as you bring yourself forward. Don't curve the spine like Hunchback of Notre Dame. You want to keep yourself nice and straight in the back. Hinge at those hips. Like two, I can't even think now, like a book closing. Deep breath. So I always like to think of myself in this pose as like I'm trying to send myself in the post. I want to make myself really, really small, like I could fit in an envelope. Deep breath, inhale. Push. You can still use your elbows as well to push those knees open. Feel those hips opening. Take a nice deep breath. Then gently walk the hands back into an upright position. You're going to take those legs and bring them out on either side of you into a wide leg straddle position. Going to get nice and deep into our hamstrings. We're doing quite a lot of hamstrings today. So your toes, you want them either flexed or pointed. I don't mind which one, but make sure they're doing something because that gets the nice engagement into the whole of your legs. So what we're going to do here is a nice progressive hamstring stretch. It's also preparation if anyone ever wants to try and practice front splits. So whether your feet are flexed or pointed is completely up to you. Keep the spine straight. You're going to start to walk the hands forward. And when you inhale, I just want you to pause. And then as you exhale, walk the hands forward. And the reason we move on the exhale is because when we exhale, it gives our body that little extra bit of dexterity, that little extra push. I always think of it as inhale to prepare, exhale to go. Because if you think of it, you're like inhale. And then exhale is kind of like a push of air, pushing you into that movement. So inhale, we pause where we are. Feel that stretch on the hamstrings. Exhale, start to walk the hands forward just a little bit. And the aim is that eventually you're going to get your chest to the mat, your belly to the mat. So reach for your feet. And maybe we don't get there today, and that's absolutely fine. Find where you are. You're going to feel that nice stretch in the hamstrings. Find where it's good for you and pause and breathe into that stretch. Remember to keep those feet either flexed or pointed. Don't let them go lax. You'll notice a difference in that engagement when you're engaging the feet. Take a deep breath. And wherever you are, we're going to go for one more breath. And then gently walk the hands back into an upright position. And you're going to slowly bring the legs back together because when we do a deep stretch like that, they might feel a little bit uncomfortable bringing them back together. Bend your knees, place the feet flat, just give yourself a little hug. And then start to peel yourself back down onto the mat. Rolling yourself down. Arms by your side. So feet flat, and feet and knees want to be parallel like train tracks, about hip width apart. So we're going to take our shoulder bridge, which is going to counter those 2 forward folds that we just did in Baddha Konasana in our box split, because we're going to push the spine in the opposite direction. So bring your palms down by your side. Make sure those feet and knees stay parallel. Try not to let them dip out to the side or don't come up on your toes. Deep breath. And as you exhale, imagine someone's got a piece of string lifting you up by the pelvis. Roll those hips up towards the sky. Walk the shoulders together underneath your back and interlace your fingers. So again, just to reiterate, those feet and knees stay parallel, the feet stay flat. And the reason we want this is you'll get that nice engagement in your hamstrings, in your buns, in your glutes. And if you dip the legs out to the side, you're going to lose that. So shoulder bridge is a nice little powerhouse. It's good for the shoulders. It's good for practicing back bends. It's good for strengthening glutes and hamstrings. It's really good for pelvic floor, so Kegel exercises. If you're pregnant, if you've had a baby, it's a good one for you. And it's also really good for anxiety, insomnia, and stress. And some people say if you hold for 5 minutes a day, it helps with digestive issues and symptoms of depression. So it's a good little pose. Keep those hips up towards the sky. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands. Gently roll yourself back down onto the mat. Hug the knees in towards the chest and gently rock from side to side to release your spine on the mat. Really nice. Bring those arms out on either side. Take your legs into a tabletop position. Drop the knees across to the left and gaze to the right, giving yourself a little supine twist from the base of your spine all the way up. So remember, when we're twisting, always look in the opposite direction of your legs. Take a deep breath. And then gently bring those knees across to the right and gaze to the left. And then back to center. Hug those knees in towards you one more time. And start to straighten your body out. Straighten those legs. Reach the arms up above your head. Full body stretch, reaching from one side of the room to the other. Imagine someone's got you by the fingers and the toes and they're pulling you. Pull tension into every part of your body. Limbs should be shaking from the tension of this stretch. Pull those shoulders up to your ears. Screw those facial features up. Make the ugliest face you've ever made in your life. Give yourself a million double chins. Reaching from one side of the room to the other. And let's hold for 5, 4 while you're here, pouring all your mental tension as well. What's stressing you out, what's making you angry, upset, sad. Pour it all in. And we're reaching. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring the arms down by your side. Let your feet fall open. Arms fall open by your side. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale. And if you need anything for your Shavasana, please feel free to grab it now. Drink of water, pop some music on, whatever you need to do. Otherwise, melt yourself down into your mats. Find a nice, comfortable space. And as always, if you don't want to stay for Shavasana, that's absolutely fine. You can log off now. Let's take a nice deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. And bringing yourself back to where you were at the beginning of the class. Eyes closed, feet falling open. palms facing up towards the sky. And take a nice deep breath. Allow your lungs to fill from the bottom all the way to the top, and as you exhale, reverse that breath. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Start to tune out your surroundings and tune into your breath. Allow yourself to melt into your mat. Take your attention to your feet and feel them fall open, each toe unraveling one by one. Ankles, calves, knees and thighs becoming lightweight. All the way up to the base of the spine, and feel each vertebrae melt into the mat one by one. All the way up to your shoulders, and feel those shoulders pull down away from the ears. Checking in with those tension points. Arms like weights at your side and palms open. Neck long, head light. Taking that imaginary broom to sweep the mind clear of any clutter. Facial features soft and gentle, jaw unlocked and tongue from the roof of the mouth. And finally, take your attention to your chest and abdomen. That slow and steady rise and fall of your breath. That gentle driving rhythm. As you inhale and exhale. And gently wiggle those fingers and toes to draw awareness back into your body. Hug the knees into the chest and gently rock from side to side to release your spine on the mat. Bringing yourself all the way over onto the right hand side into a fetal position. And gently up to seated, palms on your knees. Drop the shoulders. Let's take a nice deep inhale through the nose, expand your abdomen. Send all of that air down towards the bottom of your lungs. And as you exhale, let out a deep sigh, like you're just letting everything go. And again, inhale. And exhale. And once more for luck, inhale. And exhale. Draw your palms together at your heart center. And thank you all so much for practicing with me this Sunday morning. Have a lovely rest of your day and hopefully see you all tonight as well. Namaste. Thank you guys. Remember tonight we've got a nice restorative